Hi, hello, my dear students. This is your Prasanna Harikrishna sir, Assistant Professor of Botany, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar. So, in this session, we are going to see C3 cycle, right? So, as we know very well about introductory topic or introductory session of C3 plants and related to related information of Rubisco. So Rubisco is an enzyme. Basically it is made up of proteins, and it shows dual role. Whenever the carbon dioxide level is more around the plant, it can be acted as RUBP carboxylase. So whenever the oxygen level is more, it can be acted as RUBP oxygenase. Okay, so this kind of shows or forms can be seen in the enzyme called Rubisco. Okay, so today we are going to see a C3 cycle. C3 cycle shows in C3 plants. It is there in C3 plants. Okay. So C3 plants means the examples for C3 plants are all the dicotyledons, algae, bryophyta, pteridophyta, gymnosperms, etc. So these are all the examples for C3 plants. Okay. So then this particular C3 cycle is present in C3 plants. C3 cycle nothing but what? 3 means 3, C means carbons. There is a first stable compound that is PGA. So PGA means phosphoglyceric acid. Phosphoglyceric acid contains 3 carbons. Hence, the first stable compound of this particular cycle will be 3 carbon compound. Hence, the name C3 cycle. Also, this particular cycle has an alternative names. One is PGA cycle. Okay, PGA cycle. Why it is PGA cycle? Because the first stable compound is phosphoglyceric acid. Okay, then number 2, Benson and Boschum. So Benson and Boschum cycle. So these are the scientists. Benson and Boschum were the scientists who contributed in C3 cycle. Okay. So hence it is Benson and Boschum cycle. Then Kelvin cycle. So Kelvin cycle. So Melvin Kelvin was a scientist who contributed a lot in C3 cycle process. Okay. Then number 4, Blackman reaction. Right, C3 cycle is also called as what? Blackman reaction. So why it is Blackman? So Blackman had done a great research in dark assimilation or dark reaction, or you can say carbon assimilation. So hence this is Blackman reaction. Then number 5, RPP. So RPP stands for reductive pentose phosphate pathway. So reductive pentose phosphate pathway. So reductive pentose phosphates, most of the intermediary compounds or most of the intermediate substances which are formed during the C3 cycle, or you can say Kelvin cycle, are pentose phosphates. Nothing but they have 5 carbon phosphates. Mostly the most 5 carbon compounds are reduced in form. Okay. Hence this particular cycle is also called as RPP, reductive pentose phosphate pathway. Then so PCR, right? So photosynthetically, okay, photosynthetically carbon reduction, right? Photosynthetically carbon reduction. So carbon is reduced in this particular reaction. Okay, basically photosynthetic process is an example for reduced process or reduction. So hence it is called as PCR, photosynthetically carbon reduction method, or RPP, reductive pentose phosphate pathway. Then Blackman reaction, Kelvin cycle, Benson Boschum cycle, PGA cycle. The general term is C3 cycle. Okay. So where it occurs inside the chloroplast, particularly stroma. Right, stroma is the site for C3 cycle. Okay, so what about the first stable compound? The first stable compound would be PGA. Stable compound in C3 cycle would be PGA, phosphoglyceric acid. So what about the combination? What happens during this particular process? For example, as I told you in my earlier session, that atmospheric carbon dioxide enters inside the leaf. Then this carbon dioxide is trapped by a compound called RUBP. So ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. RUBP stands for what? Ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. So this is basically a 5 carbon compound. This is 1 carbon compound. So 1 plus 5, these two compounds combine together in the presence of an enzyme called Rubisco. Rubisco, that is RUBP carboxylase. So then there is a formation of 2 moles of PGA. So every PGA contains 3 carbons, hence 2 moles of PGA or 2 molecules of PGA is formed by the combination of carbon dioxide and RUBP. So RUBP is 5 carbon compound, carbon dioxide is 1 carbon compound. So 1 plus 5 gives rise to 6. 2 moles of PGA, that is 6 carbons. So out of 6 carbons, remember, out of 6 carbons, so 1/6 part of 6 carbons would be modified or formed glucose, formed in the form of glucose. So 5/6. So 5/6 part of this entire carbon proportion would be converted into RUBP again. That is RUBP, nothing but ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. Okay, so 1/6 or 1/6 part of the 6 carbon compound would be converted into glucose, and rest of the part, that is 5/6 part of the carbon compound, would be converted into same compound, that is RUBP. Okay, so this is about basic structure or basic information regarding C3 cycle. Clear? Then we will see how the cycle looks like, right? So just have a look. I will rub the board. Right, see, this is a plant. Okay, so whenever the carbon dioxide enters inside the leaf, so leaf has different so many chloroplasts. This is what? Chloroplast. Means carbon dioxide enters inside the chloroplast. Then there is a space. This space is called as what? Stroma. So stroma is a site for C3 cycle. Okay. So now we will see the entire diagrammatic representation of this particular cycle, that is C3 cycle. So this is what? Carbon dioxide. I am taking 6 units, 6 moles of carbon dioxide. Okay. So whenever 1 carbon dioxide is available, it combines with 1 mole of RUBP. Whenever 6 carbon, 6 molecules, there will be 6 molecules of RUBP. Okay. So then this is 6 molecules of RUBP. Okay. So 6 molecules of RUBP means what? This is every RUBP contains 5 carbons. So every RUBP contains 5 carbons. So just count the number. 6 molecules, every RUBP contains 5 carbons. 6 into 5 is equals to 30. The total figure, the total carbon number is 30. Okay. So this RUBP combines with what? 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. Okay. Already 30 carbons are there, and these 30 carbons combined with 6 moles of or 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. Okay. Then there will be formation of 12 molecules or 12 moles of phosphoglyceric acids. So every phosphoglyceric acid is having only 3 carbons. Okay. Then this PGA is again converted into 12 molecules of 1,3 di-PGA or bis-PGA. This is also, so I will write, just a minute. This board is it is not enough. I can draw very clear. Right, this is 6 molecules of RUBP, means 5 carbons, combines with 6 molecules of carbon dioxide. Then 12 molecules of PGA, that is 3 carbon compound, is formed. Then this 12 PGA can be converted into 12 1,3 di-PGA. So this is also a 3 carbon compound. So then this will be converted into G3P. So G3P pool. G3P pool. This is also a 3 carbon compounds. So here also 12 carbons. So you need to mention 12. I will tell you what is meant by pool. Okay. So this is about first kind of reactions. Then this pool contains every G3P, nothing but glycerol and 3-phosphate contains 3 carbons. So this pool has 6 groups. Okay, pool nothing but group. Okay, so G3P, 2 moles of 2 molecules of G3P, then 2 molecules of G3P, then 2 molecules of G3P, 2 molecules of G3P, 2 molecules of G3P. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You can take another one, that is 2 molecules of G3P. Okay. So now simply you can remember this 2 molecules of G3P, nothing but every G3P has 3 carbons. So 2 into 3 is equals to 6. So this G3P is converted into glucose finally. Okay. So glucose finally, right? How many remains? So just minus 6 carbons. What about the total number of carbons? The total number of carbons would be 36. Out of 36, 6 carbons are converted into glucose molecule, or you can say carbohydrate. Okay. So what remains? 30 carbons remains. Okay. So what kind of steps or intermediate compounds will be formed during this entire process? Just see. So this G3P and G3P. Okay, this G3P is converted into DHAP. This is also a 3 carbon compound, 2 moles. DHAP, dihydroxyacetone phosphate. Right? There is a formation of 2 moles of 1,6 bisphospho. 1,6, fructose 6-phosphate, 1,6, 2 moles of fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Fructose 1,6 bisphosphate. Every carbon, every fructose contains 2 carbons. So 2 into 6 is equals to 12. So 6 plus 6, 12. Okay. Then 2 moles of fructose 6-phosphate. This is 6 carbon compound. Okay. This fructose 6-phosphate combines with another G3P, right? So this G3P basically converted into DHAP, that is 3 carbon compound. This DHAP is combined with fructose 6-phosphate. So after combining process, so it will be split down into xylulose 5-phosphate. Xylulose 5-phosphate, 2 moles of xylulose 5-phosphate. Then 2 moles of erythrose 4-phosphate. 2 moles of erythrose 4-phosphate. Then this erythrose 4-phosphate again combines with another 2 molecules of G3P, and there will be formation of pseudoheptulose. Pseudoheptulose 1 comma 7 bisphosphate. So 2 moles of pseudoheptulose 1 comma 7 bisphosphate, and this 2 moles of pseudoheptulose 1 comma 7 bisphosphate is converted into pseudoheptulose, 2 molecules pseudoheptulose 7 phosphate. Okay, 7 phosphate. Then this pseudoheptulose 7 phosphate again combines with another molecule, that is 2 moles of G3P, and it will be broken down into 2 compounds. One is xylulose 5 phosphate again, and the second one is ribose 5 phosphate. So xylulose 5 phosphate and ribose 5 phosphate. Then so here 2 molecules of here 2, here 2. Okay, so 2 molecules of xylulose 5 phosphate, 2 molecules of xylulose 5 phosphate, and 2 molecules of ribose 5 phosphate. They combine together and there will be a formation of what? Ribulose 5 phosphate. Ribulose 5 phosphate. This is 5 carbon compounds. How many moles? 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 moles. Okay, so 6 into 5 is equal to 30. Then finally it is converted into 6 moles of RUBP. Okay, so this is about entire picture of C3 cycle. So then we will see the enzymatic representation in this particular cycle. Okay, so here RUBP carboxylase, that is you can simply write or remember Rubisco. Okay, then 12 moles of PGA is converted into 12 moles of 1 comma 3 di-PGA. So in this process, in this entire process, 12 ATP is converted into 12 ADP plus PI, that is phosphate. Okay, then here the enzyme will be phosphoglyceric kinase. Phosphoglyceric kinase. So phosphoglyceric kinase. Then come to this process. So what happens here? 12 molecules of NADH2 or NADPH is converted into 12 NADP plus. This is a major change. So this reaction can be catalyzed by NADP phosphoglyceric dehydrogenase. So NADP phosphoglyceric dehydrogenase. Then so whenever DHAP, here also DHAP, remember this is what? DHAP, 3 carbons, 2 molecules. Okay, so whenever there is G3P is converted into DHAP, there will be an enzyme, that is triose phosphate isomerase. Okay, triose phosphate isomerase. Then if one DHAP is combined with glyceraldehyde 3 phosphate, this combination is catalyzed by an enzyme called aldolase. Okay, so this is, so I am right. So this round circles represents enzymes. Clear? So this is an enzyme called aldolase. Then 1 comma 6 bisphosphate is converted into fructose 6 phosphate. This can be catalyzed by an enzyme called fructose 1 comma 6 bisphosphatase. Phosphatase is an enzyme. Phosphatase. Okay. Then here this fructose 6 phosphate and DHAP combines together and there will be broken down. So in the presence of transketolase, this is an enzyme, transketolase. Okay, then there is a combination of 2 substances, G3P and erythrose 4 phosphate. This can be catalyzed by aldolase. Okay, then this can be catalyzed by pseudoheptulose 1 comma 7 bisphosphatase. Bisphosphatase is an enzyme. Then, so here transketolase. Then both xylulose and xylulose, this can be catalyzed by an enzyme called xylulose, or you can say ribulose 5-phosphate epimerase. Remember, ribulose 5-phosphate epimerase. Ribose 5-phosphate is converted into ribulose 5-phosphate. In this particular structure, the enzyme would be ribose 5-phosphate isomerase. This is an enzyme for this particular reaction. Then the final process, ribulose 5-phosphate is converted into ribulose 1,5 bisphosphate. This reaction can be catalyzed by an enzyme called ribulose 5-phosphate kinase. Okay, so this is all about, complete, schematic representation of what? C3 cycle. Okay, so in next session we will see how the steps will be taken place during this entire process. Just you can have the diagrammatic representation of C3 cycle, or you can say Kelvin cycle. In the next session we will see what kind of steps or what kind of the major processes which are there in the Kelvin cycle, and how one compound is converted into another compound. Entire picture, entire details will be discussed in the next session. Okay, so thank you one and all.